Hello, hi, my dear friends. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. I am also doing great here. So, in this video, you know what I want to say you? I want to tell you that in this conversation, I have given so many tips. I have conversation with the teacher. So he has given also so many tips. You must follow this tip in a single fraction of seconds. Okay, understood guys? So you just start watching this video. I hope you all will like it because it's a nice conversation between two teachers. As you know, I am also an English teacher and this is the conversation between me and one of senior teacher. He is teacher of this video without skipping. I hope you will like it. Okay, let's continue the video. Sorry for late. Actually, it's a festival time and everyone is coming and going. So sorry for the delay.
Yes, I could understand about that.
Thank you.
Yes,
How are you,
no
sir?
issue. Yes, I am doing.
I start with my introduction.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. My name is Khushbu Thakur. I am basically from Bihar, Jharkhand, but for the last 6 years, I am staying in Bangalore. My family all are in Delhi. Here, I am staying with my husband and my 4 years old son. And by profession, I am an English teacher, working handling standard of class 9 and 10th. This is all about my and this production. And here, as I started,
Myself, Agnihotri, and I am also English language teacher. I teach in government school, 11, 12 students.
okay,
So, English lecturer actually. On top of that, I am also English communication coach. I teach students online English speaking, give corporate training students, develop their communication skills. Yes, so from sometimes I have also started my YouTube channel. So now I am uploading the videos on YouTube as well,
okay.
occasionally. Yes.
From where are you talking, sir?
From Madhya Pradesh. Yes. And
My handling a plus two student, right?
yes, right.
And you are a government school teacher.
Yes, right.
That's good. Actually, means I thought for government school, but family all are here only. No, my husband is also working. He's in also MNC's company. So I thought it's not a good chance for me. Better I should start here only. And for the last 2 years, I am working in Bangalore as a senior English teacher in 9th and 10th.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah, I want to ask you something that what is nowadays, what is the basic needs of English?
Yes, actually, English is the key for global opportunities. And English is not only helping you to get global opportunities, but also develop your knowledge to next level. Lots of things in English. English has huge literature, huge material sources, and the same kind of material is not available in Hindi. So the first thing. Second thing is that actually it enhances your personality. Even Hindi is our mother tongue. Hindi is our national language. But the most of the time, if you see in the corporate specifically, and even in the government offices, the things are in English. So everything is English. In the High Court and Supreme Court, there is all debate in English.
Yeah, that's true.
English medium schools everywhere. In my home village, English medium schools. People just love to go in English medium. So this is actually the English has dominated everywhere. It's dominating every single day. That is the reason that the people love to go for English. If you want to go for higher study for foreign, there is English. You have to clear the English language test, IELTS test, lots of other tests for different kind of university. So what I personally believe that the English is key to global opportunities, and you have to accept that. You have to accept in life two things. The first is English is key to global opportunities, and second, life is not fair. And life is not going to hand over opportunities. You have to create your own opportunities. You have to toil, you have to work hard, you have to strategize, and you have to do whatever it takes to become successful. Yes.
Good. Very good, sir. Yeah, exactly. It's true that English is like window for greater opportunity. That's very true. If we have to run to any smart work, we have to know English. Nowadays, it's become so. If being an English teacher, you are also an English teacher. I am junior to you, and I am very less experienced. I have just 3 years of experience. Being an English teacher, like in Bangalore, the culture is totally English. Here, even 4 years old kid, whoever is there, everyone used to communicate in English. Their language, communication language has become English only. So, being an English teacher, how will you say your students to improve their English? If you
Yes,
have to say anyone to
yes,
improve your English, you have to follow some rules. How you will suggest them?
yes. So basically, I always suggest my students to learn phrases. If you want to enhance your English instantly, and not instantly even for long term, you have to learn English in the phrases, learn in the groups, 3 to 4 words in chunks. So where the grammar is already involved there. This is the first thing. So this single thing will set the tone of your English. So always follow the chunks, phrases. Second thing that the thing like American baby, a Britisher's baby. Why American baby or Britisher's baby are able to speak more clearly, effectively than many of adult learners? Why? Because the first thing is that they learn naturally. They learn by listening. They learn by understanding how one sentence is being framed and being spoken in a particular situation and context. And here, the most of the adult learners commit mistakes. They try to learn translation. They try to learn memorize something. They are keep translating inside your head, and the translation is your biggest barrier. Avoid any kind of translation. Focus on English to English, and that's why you need to learn in the chunks. Third thing is that is the most important is model. Model it. You have learned something, you have listened something, then you need to try to speak. Most of the people, they want to learn English speaking. They are able to understand English, but they are not able to speak. Why?
Able to speak.
The reason is that they are learning passively. They are watching YouTube videos. They are reading something. They are writing something. They are learning grammar, translation. But actually, they are not putting focus on the speaking. What exactly you need to do is you need to listen something and try to speak the same content in your own words. And this single technique will absolutely transform your English. Simple thing. You need to learn actively. This is
Okay, that's absolutely correct. As you told, we have to focus on listening, and the main thing that we have to speak it out. When we will speak, then only we can understand what the problem we are facing and how we have to come from our problem, the issue that we are facing, how to resolve it. That's absolutely correct. Because nowadays I have seen so many people. They are just scrolling down, they are just watching videos and going through the shorts, so many things. Because being a social influencer in social platforms, so many people they are just listening it. But the main thing is that, according to me, they have to speak. Only by speaking they can understand that what's the problem. Because the main problem is that people have depth knowledge of grammar as well. Even I, as I started my English journey, I belong to a very small black background. I belong to the school that it was a CBSE medium, but the culture was totally Hindi. I am student of Saraswati Vidya Mandir. That is the against the Western culture. Even our book was also prescribed in Hindi only, not English. So what did I just focused on grammar. First, I started learning grammar, and afterwards, I start practicing in front of mirror. Because when we were students, like in the if I talk about that, when I was it was in 2006 or 7. On that time, we don't have social platform. Even we don't have mobile. Also, my parents they were using Nokia Solar, that is Nokia 1600. So we don't have so much aware about that. We can learn from social platform also. So as a student, I practiced in front of mirror. I did lot of practice. Then only I understood and I started speaking. Because if you have to learn English, you have to speak English. The main thing you have to do that you have to speak. Only by speaking we can make it strong. So, but people, what they are doing, they are just listening. Yeah, that is the main thing. That if we won't listen, we can't speak. Our that the basic is that LSRW. So first we have to learn, then only we can speak. But people, they are just watching, watching. By watching only, they can't listen. By watching only, they can't speak. So this was the journey that I followed. I started practicing in front of mirror. So if being an English teacher, you can suggest people that they can practice by themselves also. How they can practice? If as I told you that I don't have atmosphere. Even my parents, they are not so good in English. Maybe sometimes they are unable to understand also. So if they are from that background, so how they will cope? How they will come out from that?
Yes, actually, I think that this is not right now. It's a age of internet, and it is very simple. You do not require any kind of atmosphere, a background, or anything. You need to simply watch a story-based video, 2 or 3 minute short story-based video. Watch this video multiple times until you're able to understand 100%. Now, most of the people, they are trying to understand. Don't try to understand. Listen how he is framing sentences, how sentence is being framed. Try to understand the sentence pattern. First thing. And then try to speak the same story in your own words. This is active learning instantly. And actually, I am a trainer, English trainer, online teaching. So this is the way I have lots of the method to teach my students. I always try to force them to speak instantly. I just play the video in the class and ask them to instantly speaking. So they try to speak instantly. This is the way, because you have to speak instantly, so you have to be very active, very alert. So you are overly active. You are overly learning actively. So this will absolutely transform your English instantly. Your brain is actually active. Active. This is the most important.
Yes, sir, exactly. If we are constantly started speaking, if I'm listening anything, and we will do by framing our own self. If we will start narrating the story in our own words, then definitely it will stuck in our mind and we don't have to think about that. We will start subconsciously, if anything, we have to speak about that story. See, so sir, if you have anything that you want to ask from me also, you can ask. That is the small things that I want to know from you for my
Yes.
general
So
questions.
as your English learner, because from your Hindi medium background, I was also from Hindi medium background. So what problem or challenges you have to face to learn English speaking?
Our maths was in Hindi, our social, because if you search nowadays, it's totally changed. But when we were students on that time, social science was in Hindi, science was in Hindi, maths was in Hindi. Apart from English, all subjects were in Hindi only. So it's very true that I faced n number of challenges. But I was thinking that if, because people who were speaking in English, people think that, oh my God, he knows English, he's a very good person. In our time it was culture. If anyone is speaking in English, so they thought, oh my God, they are speaking English, he's very good, he knows everything. So by listening to that person, once what so by listening to that teacher, I started, no, I have to speak English and I will learn. I don't know how, but I have to learn it. So from that time I started my journey, and I faced a lot of hurdle on that time, because in our surroundings no one was there to whom I can communicate. So I started learning tense. The first thing that I learned, this was tense. I thought, no, first, because when I have to learn anything, when we have to speak anything, what I started doing, first, I started framing in my mind, okay, I have to say, मैं खाना खाता हूँ. So what I did, no, I have framed, then I started speaking. I is the subject, khana is the object, and khana is the verb. So I started, sub part I started taking it, I started joining, then I started telling. I started speaking. That hurdle I faced, and literally it was very big problem for me when I started my journey. I one time I started, okay, I have to frame first word, then subject, verb, agreement. So many things I have to make in my mind. I have to frame in my mind, and then I have to speak. But by practicing only, I improved a lot. And now here in Bangalore, as I told you, that it's a completely English atmosphere. Here, even my son, 4.6 years old, he can speak English very fluently. He doesn't think about present tense, past tense, future tense. But when I started my journey, I have to think about present tense, past tense, future tense. If I have to talk to you about something that had happened earlier. So I was framing like, okay, it was in past tense. So I have to use was, I have to use were, I have to use had if it's a sentence of past perfect tense, past perfect continuous. So had been, I have to use like that. I was started framing sentence, then I started speaking. So many problems we faced because on that time also we don't have social platform that from there I can learn something. Everything we have to do by book and copy. That's it. We have to learn from the book and we have to write on the copy and we have to practice in the front of mirror. That's it. We have to take Oxford Dictionary. From there we have to search the word that I don't know and we have to write down on the notebook and then I have to learn in front of mirror. Everything, every time, everything I have practiced in front of mirror. I started asking to myself any questions, whatever I want. I started asking to myself, and in the same time, I started giving answer also. This is my journey that I did. May I know your journey, how you improved, and what stuck in your
Yes.
mind that you have to speak
Yes,
English?
actually, what happens? I was big fond of watching cricket matches on TV, and the big fond. So the cricket commentator, they always speak
Oh,
very fluent and fantastic English. At that time, I was also listening the English commentary on the radio.
hmm.
So this was feeling that yes, I should also speak. I must, and I will speak English fluently like this, like this person. First step, and I started learning English. At the same time, I am from also Hindi medium, and there was no teacher at all in our school system, and not no teacher at all of English. A very small little book of the grammar. So I started also the tenses. Yes, from the tenses I learned lots of things, and I understood yes this sentence formation firstly, and this has actually also helped me to speak better English. Then once I just completed my school, so I was able to speak little bit English. In the first year and second year, I learned a lot, and then in the final year, I started teaching offline English speaking.
Yeah.
And also, I have joined a job part time teaching English and English speaking. And that was a turning point. That was actually ticket out. That has given me immense confidence that I can speak, I can teach, I can make other people fluent. But at the same time, I also there was internet. In the city, I was in the college. The internet, I started watching the YouTube videos. In internet, there was a 2G network at that time, so it was taking long of time to just get loaded to one video. He has spoken one sentence, then it was taking lots of time to get load. At that time, the same sentence I started speaking. I listened one sentence, then video is getting loaded. Then I am repeating that sentence multiple times until the next sentence is coming. This is the way I was vicariously learning English. And the one story, the 3 minutes, I was able to make one sentence 5 to 10 times repetition. So vicariously, I learned lots of things, learned grammar, vocabulary, and lots of other things I learned. And that has actually helped me a lot to speak better English. But the real thunder came once I got a smartphone. And a smartphone has absolutely transformed my English. So I started watching videos and then tried to speak the videos from the Twitter. I just big fond of Twitter. I just always see the tweets of great personalities, how they are framing sentences, how they are writing sentences. That has made my English vocabulary very strong, very powerful. And at the same time, English speaking, sentence formation, everything. And then I started online teaching. So I also taught more than 800, 900 students so far, make them fluent English speaker through online mode. Through online
Wow.
mode. And also the English teaching has given me every single thing. Yes.
That's very inspirational that you gone through all these things and you practiced, you did, and literally this I can listen to you. It's a very good conversation with you. I'm totally like a fan that I am having conversation with you. Literally,
Thank you so much.
it's a very good have. But no, when I started, it was around 2006 and 7. On that time, we don't have a smartphone and all. Whatever I spoke and whatever I practiced, it's all because of my book, my copy, everything. It's all dependent on that only. Because when I
Yes,
was,
yes,
hmm,
I would like to suggest you start online teaching. And online teaching has huge potential, huge potential. And I am telling you, the online teach, because you have a private shop, and so online teaching, I am telling you, it's a huge potential. You can teach from anywhere, anywhere, and online teaching will give you absolute financial freedom. Same thing it has given to me, absolute financial freedom, and it's amazing thing. And I learned by my own. At that time, there was nobody to guide me how I should move further, how I should start, how I should start. So in the starting day, I am just teaching my one student from mobile phone by calling only how to speak fluent English, and by calling only, and he has paid me the first time 6,000 rupees fees by starting the first month from the phone only. I do not have idea how to teach. Then I just got idea about the Zoom. Then I started teaching from the Zoom 7 year back story, 7 8 years back. So then I started from the Zoom. After one students, I start getting students. Every single month I was able to enroll the 6 to 7, 10 students. So this is the way my journey moved forward. And and it's amazing online teaching. I meet lots of.
I would like to ask you, if as you suggested me, advised me that you should start online teaching. So what I will teach in online?
Online teaching, right now you're teaching online, so speaking how to speak fluent English. Lots of people actually looking for a good teacher, quality teacher who can guide them to speak good English. You are looking very enthusiastic learner, and I always suggest this kind of people who are looking enthusiastic, who has passion to learn English, to teach English. I suggest this kind of people to go online teaching, because what happens in the offline system, there is limited scope, how many students you can teach. But in the online, it is unlimited. Learn to create courses. I have created multiple courses, how to teach students, recorded courses. People are enrolling, even though I am sleeping, people are enrolling and paying me. What I did.
Okay.
So this is the way you use the wisdom, because this is a smart work. Only hard work will not help you to go to next level.
Yeah.
Smart work, do work smartly. Use the power of social media, power of English, power of internet. Already. And the people who are more successful than you, they are not more intelligent than you.
Yeah, that's
everything around you, that's life. And that is being made by somebody who is not more intelligent than you. And the moment you will understand that, you can create your something your own, and people start using it, your life will never even sink. You have created your own channel, people are watching, channel will get monetized, and you will start making money. Same thing, you can create your course online, recorded course, or anyway. People start just clicking and paying you. Somebody is watching your video, you don't know that who is watching my video. Think differently. Somebody is paying you and he's enrolling your course. You don't know that who is paying me, and you can create huge money from this pay. Think differently.
Thank you so much for your suggestion, literally, because as you told, literally, it's a very good advice for me. I never thought about that, because sir, I am little outdated in technology. As I told, my journey is only from book and copy. That's it. This is the first time that I start anything socially. So I don't know how to start. My main
It is,
problem
it
is
is,
that
it is not, do not require technology, lots of experts in technology. And I always suggest this kind of things. I have suggested many people whom I feel that they have potential. I feel that they have potential. They are actually really passionate about English, or passion. They have passion. I suggested them. And actually, some people followed, some people do not follow. They feel that I have my own some vested interest, or I don't know what is their reason. But I suggest this because it's a good sign, good
thank
potential.
you. So much.
So
Thank
yes, if you're really interested, so yes, I can certainly help you in this regard. How to create courses, how to actually move forward in this field. And it's not a big deal. You do not require lots of technical knowledge. Simple things require simple things, simple. And yes, you have YouTube channel, you have presence online, and certainly you can move forward in this regard. So sure, whatever the things, and I can guide you. that how you should create your courses, how to you move to next level. Specifically, what happens in this way, the people who are teaching English, and because I have also struggled in starting days. Once I was teaching English, I was not getting students, especially in offline. And offline, I was just paying rent, and there was a coaching, so paying rent and lots of expenses there. And I was not able to recover my expenses. Students were not coming. So then I was thinking that how I can just avoid this kind of expenses, because if you're not able to pay your expenses and you are not able to enroll your students, so your expenses recurring in nature every single month it is coming. Then I was thinking that how I can avoid these kind of expenses. So then I started the online mode, and the online mode I start getting students. So there is no need, because I'm sitting in my home, I'm teaching. There is no expense at all, nothing.
Yes.
So this is the way. And once you will able to scale it, it's all about the scaling. I am telling you that everything matters about the scaling. People who have started this Skype, YouTube, Facebook, Google, they are like you only, but they are able to scale their business. You have started your English journey, you need to scale it. How you can teach 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 students? And if you are able to charge 5,000 rupees fees, 10,000 rupees fees, you can calculate the amount. You can never make that amount from the job, government job, private job.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
So yes, so think like an entrepreneur. Think like an entrepreneur. Change your mindset from a teacher to as an entrepreneur. And once you will start thinking like an entrepreneur, I am telling you, your life will change very quickly.
Thank you so much, sir, for your fruitful advice. I want to follow that advice, and I need your help. So that's already for help. Whenever I need, I'll definitely ask you for your help, because as I told, I am not so much like how to start. When I started this YouTube channel, now from that time also I was thinking how I will do. Actually, from my behind, no one is there to help me. My complete family, they are very far from this social platform and all. They are much educated. I'm not saying that they are not educated. They are all educated. Even they are in very good post. A1 officer in my family. But the thing is that they are not aware of that social platform. So everything, whatever I am doing, I have to do it by myself. How much my brain is working, I am just doing it. So thank you for your advice, and I literally want to follow that advice. It is helpful for me also. Being a mother, it's very difficult to manage my job, my family, my work, house, everything. I am facing so many problems. Day-to-day life challenges are there. So if I'll be like, okay, I can start, I will do something. So why?
Yes,
It's very good that by
sure.
sitting at
I'm
home.
telling you, it's time freedom. You will get also time freedom once you have recorded your course and people are paying you, and it is only one time work. You're not required to just pay your 6 or 8 hours regularly. Once you
Exactly.
have recorded your course, and then people are just like a passive income. Go ahead. You can charge premium students to teach online where you're just using your time.
Okay, thank you so much for your advice. And the best thing that you thought that I have some potential like that, it's a great honor for me. Thank you.
Actually, this is the, I always feel that the people who are in this field, if I have something, I should give. And this is the reason that whenever I feel somebody has some potential, so I always advise them. And sometimes people misunderstood me. Misunderstood.
Yeah.
And yes, okay, it's their own thinking. No issue for that.
Conversation, I was not expecting that I will come to know so many things that I can go to online platform like that. I was not expecting this type of conversation, but it's a nice thing. And thank you for your advice, sir. I will
Okay.
follow. I want to follow, so definitely I will follow it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, sir.